Hello, traders. It's E from MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com, and it's a lunchtime review on the 29th of August, 2019. Reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. Just a quick review of today's market action, and we'll show a couple of the charts that we were looking at this morning and potential targets. This high over here in this little blue circle is really the high that I think the boys are going to try to dislodge, and that's 27.75. So that's the 28. And we've got measured move targets anywhere from this 28 to 29.75 and even 30.75. So this is our high odds target zone. And this was a chart that we adjusted earlier today to make it proportionate based on the overnight range. And you can see that same idea over here. Basis the weekly OTF predictive chart. A reminder, we had told traders earlier in the week that we thought that use O2 as your support and try to buy the big pivot area, the 12 to 10, 12 and a half big pivot. And then as the week progressed, I kept saying to our room that I thought we were going to go and we were going to get at least that 100-point trade. Get up here, top of this pipe at the 10s, and then obviously higher if we got any kind of a support move that had momentum. And overnight we got that. I mean, you wake up and it's already up into the middle of this zone. You're saying, oh my goodness, what are you going to do? Well, avoid troubles first. And we felt that the natural resistance target would be the monthlies. So that's why we told our traders paid for sure buy this 24.75.25. Then we get the flash down at during RTH. And easy enough to see where the 40 back targets were at the time. They were back in here at this 06 area. And we were looking at the RTH chart, and we said, look, come on, 20-point trade off of the high Z pattern, buy lows, stop O2, and let's use that 3.5. That was our predetermined support, 3.5, half cap. And then we get this continuation squeeze. These are bars that excite the shorts. They jump in late and then they get squeezed back up and trying to get to that high value target at 28, 27.75. So we felt anything above 25, good fortune. And we did not think we were going to get a crash type move, and largely depended on charts like this to help us see the rhythm and the potential support coming in. And obviously on the Globex chart too. We thought anything under this initial high of 11 would be suspect. And this chart was just perfect for anybody wanting to buy a re-entry trade at a much better odds level back in here. So we're still going to keep O2 as our big support idea, with the idea of trying to get to that 30 to 32 if possible, even higher targets, but we think make sure paid by 25s, and then the good fortune part, squeezing up here. And so far, this is our weekly range, and we've got the top of this as our serious resistance target that the boys would love to gun that too before they're done. So all you can do is avoid trouble on days like today. And we felt that this 95 to 92 was resistance overnight. It got busted, so you turn it around and we call 98 and a half, 97 and a half as our natural support. And that you can see in something like a chart like this. Right in here, that was support at 4.25 we suggested, and then over here just below it at 98 and a half. So those were our primary supports for the morning. And some of the charts that we showed. resistance targets, and all of these were supports that we had talked about previously. Predictive chart. Showed to our room early, already identified our target area that we'd like to get to. Showed this in the room as well. We do a lot of stuff behind the scenes and just trying to help our traders. Clearly identified the support back here. And as a result of that idea, then you can see this 05 primary support, we thought, and then just below it here. And so some we sanitize and put out there for everybody, and some we just keep to ourselves until much later to say what we're thinking. And this was our key support, our aggressive support right here. You can see just how that held beautifully on the pullback. And then the next one right below it. Try to be fair and share what we can with traders, but we also want to respect those traders that have, subscribed and come in and want to learn and at a deeper level rather than just something for free. So these are the charts waking up in the morning, already identified the resistance area, and this support area R1 turns around and hopes that to be support if you're trying to buy a reasonable pullback. And this chart we had looked at early also, already had identified target zone up in here. Obviously our support at 75 that we called last night, 75 to 78, and that held beautifully in here. And then all this nonsense. So this is just one of those egregious type moves on one end, and then it transfers to the other. And that happens a lot, doesn't compute, but it tends to work. An extreme on one side will go to an extreme on the other side, and here we are. All right, hope that wrap up helps you see some of the things we are thinking. We advise traders to make sure they were paid by noontime or 27.75, whichever came first. We like timing trades and like to keep people out of trouble at lunchtime. All right, hope you're playing well and having a good day.